Hi there folks, my name's NovaWrap and welcome to the NovaWrap, your weekly summation for all the simulation releases from the week that was. So here we are once again on Sunday the 19th of February 2017 with another round of releases for you, and we are going to get started with a cross-platform one. So the guys over at Drzecki Designs have released to us the long-awaited Washington X. So this is an absolutely ginormous package. This really is. This is available for FSX and P3D, as well as coming out for X-Plane 10 with 11 support as well. So this is coming out, and this supports not only is it a cityscape of the entire of Washington District of Columbia, so the U.S. capital, but it also includes the 5 major airports in the surrounding area, as well as a whole heap of the helipads and heliports around the area as well. So you get the cityscape of Washington D.C. with over 1,500 custom-made buildings, including the White House and the Oval Office, with the current president in residence. And as well as that, you get a full-featured airport. So the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, fully featured with as a full detailed payware piece of scenery, is included with this one, and that is available in there as well, looking absolutely insanely amazing. But as well as that, you also get the 4 additional surrounding airfields as well. It's more of a light format. Their AFCADs are correct, so their layouts are correct, with some custom buildings, but yeah, not the full experience that you get from a dedicated airport release, but still pretty damn amazing. So yeah, you get the College Park Airport, Joint Base Andrews, Potomac Airfield, and the Washington Executive Airport as well, all included with this. And as I said, this is absolutely insanely amazing. It really is. This thing is just looks absolutely incredible. It really does. It absolutely does. I can't just even, it is just insane. It really is. So yeah, looking absolutely amazing. This is available now. As I said, the really cool part is that Drzecki has actually released this one across all of the platforms at the same time. And actually, for Drzecki Design, it's actually coming in a really, really good price as well. So it comes in at about $30 US, or your original equivalent from all your favorite flight simulation retailers. Looking absolutely amazing, as I said. Available as I said, either in a combined F6 P3D edition, or coming in and as a X-Plane edition. So yeah, looking absolutely stunning and amazing. Head over to his website to have a look and get more details. Otherwise, if you want to pick it up, you can pick it up at your favorite flight sim retailer. Available now. Alrighty, in other scenery releases this week for the F6 and P3D world, we saw the release of Billund X. Billund X, so this comes just from Billund Designs. So Billund Designs, they specialize in doing a lot of Danish airports and a lot of Danish scenery. And Billund Airport is their latest release, for looking absolutely pretty damn amazing as well. So this one is located in central Jutland, and is the second largest airport after Copenhagen. So it sees a lot of traffic, and it's just been incredibly detailed. And it's actually been surprising that it's been overlooked for so long in the flight simulation developer world. But yeah, it comes in with a incredibly highly detailed scenery of the airport, up to date to late 2016. Ground maps, is full detailed animated jetways, along with custom modeled airport vehicles as well as you also get about 50 square kilometers of surrounding photoreal scenery as well. No information on whether the photoreal will change seasons. I'm looking at the other things about it with custom vegetation. I think it will, but that could be kind of cool. The other interesting part as well is that it does also include a little bit of the city of Billund as well. Unfortunately, Legoland is not in there, which is I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit disappointing. It's kind of like the whole cool reason to go there, but anyway. So yeah, as I said, this scenery for this airport available directly from the developer at the moment, or available from your favorite flight sim retailer store soon. Coming in at around about $25 US, or your regional equivalent, available now. Alright, in other scenery releases for the FSX and P3D world, we saw the guys over at Richest Simulations. So they've completed off our Caribbean journey by releasing St. Kitts. St. Kitts is sort of like the lesser known sort of cousin of Saint Martin, and which has been a popular destination for flight sim enthusiasts for as long as there has been flight sims around and heading to that area. Incredibly detailed photoreal scenery, including all the mountains, the forests, as well as the coastal areas and the reefs offshore as well. So that looks pretty damn amazing. Amazing looking night textures as well, complete with the autogen, so it looks absolutely stunning at night. Like, this looks really stunning at night. Custom 3D terrain mesh to go with that as well, and designed to work seamlessly with the other developers who've released other islands as part of that chain. So this completes our chain, looking absolutely amazing. Available for a reasonable price as well, coming in. So not only do you get the island, you get the airport, its main airport as well. In full photoreal coverage, with changing sceneries, with changing seasons as well. So looking absolutely amazing. So coming in for a very good reasonable price, coming in for less than $15 available now from Sim Market and your favorite flight sim retailer soon. Alrighty, in continuing on with scenery releases. So yeah, we had a bit of a lull the other week, but we've got continuing on now this week. So we've got Puerto Rico has released the Fernando Luis Ribas Dominico Airport, also known as Isla Grande Airport, which is a small airport in Miramar in the municipality of San Juan in Puerto Rico. Essentially, this is a fairly small airport. It primarily operates as a GA airfield, but does have an National Guard section, as well as supporting some international and business flights, but no real scheduled flights. Very few scheduled flights. Its main sort of thing is that anybody who's done the approach into San Juan International Airport, you on runway 09, you will would have seen this airport off to your side as you're actually on approach. So this is pretty cool. And the really interesting part about this one as well is they've actually gone through and actually done a lot of detail on they've actually done a lot of investigation on the actual VFR visual reference points that are used by pilots coming in and out of Isla Grande Airport. It's pretty cool, and they've actually made sure that they've placed those in the sim as well, and very detailed renditions of them as well, so that if you are looking at for actually using this for a bit of training as well, and you want to get that more of a defined and realistic experience, you can actually use this to actually do that, and actually looking pretty damn cool. So as I said, a little expensive, I thought, for the size of the airport, but otherwise it's still looking of reasonably good quality though. Coming in for around about $25, or your original equivalent, available now over at Sim Market, and I believe coming to other flight simulation retailers very soon. But as I said, if you do want to complete your sim experience for the San Juan experience, it is designed to work specifically with Latin VFR's San Juan International, to work seamlessly with it. So yeah, if you do want to complete your area of that, your part of the world, probably going to be one that you do want to pick up. So as I said, available now for F6 and P3D. Alright, so we've got another release as well. We've got this time from the guys over at Zerophiles. So these guys have been working on Almaty Airport, which is the largest international airport in Kazakhstan. They've been working on that for a few years now, and we've sort of seen and heard from them a little bit, and then they sort of go away and they come back. But it is finally released this time, and it's come out and looking reasonably good, especially for an airport that's a bit of an unusual one. That's for sure. As I said, it's the main airport, the capital airport of in Kazakhstan, and it is the largest commercial airport in Kazakhstan as well, about 15 kilometers north of the capital. And it does look like it's done a pretty good job, especially considering that the price is only €15, or your regional equivalent. And now at the moment, as far as I can tell, it is only available direct from the developer, so it is only available from them. But otherwise, it does look pretty good, with a very accurate mapping and positioning. It's fully updated with the airport mapping and the layout as of 2016. Fully compatible with P3D and your F6 or your F6 versions as well. Full high-res textures, custom ground HD textures, ground markings, all the usual things that we expect from a good quality add-on. It is designed to be fully compatible with our FSX Global and FTX Global as well as work comfortably, very happily with Rex Texture Direct as well, which is interesting. I don't know whether that means that they've copped out on some of the runway textures and just relying on you to have Rex. I'm not sure about that. But otherwise, it's still looking pretty damn fantastic. As I said, this is an ongoing one, so looking pretty good. Available now from Zero Files. I will put the link in the description down below. Alright, in the other release for this simulation, for the scenery world in the F6 and P3D world, we saw the guys over at Just Sim have released their F6 P3D version of Hamburg Airport. So Hamburg Airport is just north of the city centre, is the one of the primary bases for German Wings, Condor and EasyJet's European operations. So it's a very, very busy airport. It's just doing a lot of the domestic, serving a lot of the domestic market. Now, the interesting part is that this airport is currently under development and is currently under redevelopment at the moment. And what's interesting, really kind of interesting, really kind of cool, is the fact that the developer Just Sim has actually promised a guaranteed minimum of 2 years of updates to actually keep this actually going in towards the way it's going as the airport gets redeveloped. So as it is correct as it looked at the end of 2016, but they are offering support for ongoing support for it as the airport actually grows and develops and continues its renovations. But it is designed to be fully compatible with Orbix Germany North and FTX Global Vector, as well as Global LC, OpenLC Europe. A full animated SOD jetways. Not available right now. It is coming in their first patch, which they've announced will be about 2 weeks away. And it is fully AI traffic compatible. Beautiful updated AFCAD file. 3D taxiway lightings, as I said. One of the things that Just Sim is known for, of course, is that if you're a P3D user, you do get some very realistic reflections during rain and wet effects, as well as reflections from the glass as well. So, looking pretty damn awesome as well. Not too bad, and especially coming in for not a bad price. These are coming in for about $20 or your original equivalent. Available now at Sim Market, or from your favorite flight sim retailer. Available now. Alright, in other releases from the flight simulation world this week, we saw the release of Just Flight's long-awaited Hunter F6 and FGA.9. Now, this has to be one of my most favourite aircraft. It really is. I love the Hunter. I have been very fortunate that I have managed to hear and see several Hunters flying in displays when I was living in the UK, and it's nothing beats it. I'm sorry, it just absolutely nothing beats it. And this is looking pretty damn awesome. So as it does, so the Just Flight Hunter is the F6 model and the later, very widely produced, widely exported version, the FGA.9, and incredible detail. The big thing though that I'm waiting for, and I think they've captured well, is the Blue Note. Like, there's just something. The sound of Hunter is just incredible. It really is. But anyway, as I said, looking incredibly detailed, fully accurate, beautifully designed cockpit, the virtual cockpit for this one. Very beautiful sound set has been supplied as well, recorded from, I believe, one of the some of the actual still surviving and displaying FGA.9s, which are kicking around the airshow circuit. The full UV lighting inside the cockpit, as well as a lot of external and internal animations, including the external battery cart, which is part of the actual launch of it. Wheel chocks, pre-flight flags, and full correct landing gear sequence, flap actions, air brake, canopy animations all included, and a deployable braking parachute on the FGA.9. So as I said, this is looking absolutely outstanding. Looks amazing. Absolutely love it. I've always my go-to for the Hunter's always been the sort of the freeware one out there from CBFS, but yeah, I think this one's gonna find a home in my collection very, very soon. Available now from Just Flight or from your favorite flight sim retailer, coming in at $38 or your original equivalent. Available now from Just Flight. Alright, and rounding out the flight simulation release news this week, the guys over at Perfect Flight have released their Ultimate Cessna Grand Caravan simulation for FSX. Look, for long-time viewers of my channel will know my view of Perfect Flight. So I'm just going to let you know that they are claiming that is a complete and improved aircraft package with extra options and high-resolution textures for the default Cessna Grand Caravan. Gives you 24 liveries, gives you a mission pack of 24 missions, which basically just saved flight plans. For each of your liveries, so you get one for each of your liveries. Can also you also get the passenger entertainment system, which makes sense on their airliner releases. Kind of doesn't make sense on a Cessna Caravan release, but anyway, it allows you to change your own, play your own music files, interactive checklists, GPWS callouts. Yeah. Anyway, Anyway, as I said, perfect light stuff. Long-time viewers of my channel know my opinions. I haven't got this, not going to get it, not going to review it. But if you are willing to take the risk on it, is available for $15 or your regional equivalent, available now from your favorite flight sim retailer. Alright, in other simulation news this week, we're going to move away from the flight simulation and move onto the ground level with some train simulator releases this week. So we saw 2 releases for Train Simulator this week. The first one we saw was the Mittenwaldbahn, the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Innsbruck route add-on. So this is a incredibly cool railway, which dates back to the turn of the early 1900s. Which winds its way through the Austrian Alps and goes through into southern Germany. This is it's incredibly beautiful, picturesque part of the world. It really is. I got to spend some time there when I was living in Europe several times as I was growing up, and it is an absolutely amazing place. It really is. One of the terminating points of the line is Mittenwaldbahn, which is known for its skiing in the winter season, and of course the fact that it's held the 1976 Winter Olympics there as well as the 1985 World Ski Championships. So it's an incredibly popular tourist destination, and at the moment, this line is operated. This is the Austrian section of the line. It has a lot of EMUs on there, just providing a lot of passenger services through here, as well as some high-speed trains coming through there as well. So it's a very widely used route through some very beautiful, picturesque countryside. So this particular add-on gives you 58 kilometers of track through here, with some incredible scenery going through the Western Austrian Alps. It gives you the 2 trains included here. You get the BR442 Talent 2, and you get the OBB 2016. You get various freight cars and passenger cars in there as well as 7 scenarios, career scenarios in there, which are all quick drive compatible. And as I said, just looking absolutely pretty damn stunning scenery. So yes, that one's available from Steam for $40 US. Now they've also coincided this release with the OBB 4020, which is one of the trains that is a regular sight on this particular route. So this one it's an EMU that was designed in the 70s to replace the previous 4030 fleet. And went on to that. They still serve in some operations at the moment, with the last one being delivered in 1987. But continue soldiering along in various routes throughout Austria, including the Partenkirchen Innsbruck route, can also be found perfectly at home on the Mostrag Glocknitz route, which is another route that's available for your train simulator pleasure. As I said, with this particular EMU, you get a couple of different colours. You get the old blue and white colour scheme, or the modern red and grey livery. You get a full, very highly detailed virtual cab, as well as all the featured cab controls and safety systems. You get interesting. All the paint schemes you get both clean and weathered variations as well, which is kind of cool. Fully quick drive compatible. You do also get 3 scenarios for this one as well. But as we often see with a lot of train simulator stuff, it does rely on other add-ons. So if you do want to use the 3 career scenarios that are included, you do need to have the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Innsbruck route as well. So yeah, if you do just want the train, it is available for $20, or you can buy the 2 together for $45 US, or your regional equivalent, available now on Steam. Alrighty, and continuing on with some other simulation release news this week. Sticking with the ground level with something a little bit odd. I think this is sometimes I think there's a bit of a stretch. Simulation's more arcadey, but yeah, it's still kind of simulation, so I'm going to cover it anyway. MX Nitro. Basically, this is like some crazy motocross stuff. This is a cross-platform title that's being released this week. So it's come across available for PC, also available for PlayStation and for Xbox. Essentially, this goes through all those wacky, crazy things that you see at various arena events and on TV in motocross events. You get to go and do that. It's all about doing tricks and, like, you know, being like better than the other guy, with over 40 tracks included, with 55 crazy stunts, and apparently a career mode with hardcore bosses. Not sure how you get that with motocross racing, but anyway, apparently you do. So yes, something a little bit of a laugh, probably more arcadey than simulation, but you know, it's still kind of simulation, at least it is. Anyway, coming in at $20 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Alright, and rounding out the simulation release news for this week, we've got the Winds of Trade. So Winds of Trade is a simulation strategy game about running an ocean trading company during the 18th and 19th centuries, when, you know, people were still exploring the world and didn't quite know what the world really truly looked like. They were still figuring it out and finding places. So it was a great age and a very historically interesting time, and this sort of aims to sort of tap into that, and so you get to simulate actually running one of these trading companies and going through. It's got quite a different various levels of it inside it, including, you know, the way you interact with companies, with corporate sponsor, with other companies. You've got a battle system in there where if you get attacked, because you do get attacked by pirates, which piracy was a huge thing in the Age of Sail. So yeah, it's a very interesting take on something that's been done a few times, but yeah, looking fairly interesting, this one. Looks like it's a fairly in-depth simulation as well. Graphically, fairly not that intensive, but it is about the simulating the actual company running and stuff like that. And I think that from looking at it, they seem to have done a reasonable job. So it could be quite interesting. Anyway, but if this does grab your interest and you do want to try it out, it is available now on Steam for $15 or your original equivalent, available now. Alright folks, so that does wrap up the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.